Hello everyone, this is King Vector 11. Welcome back to another GTA weekly update and news video by me, of course, where I explain to you this week's weekly update for the first part of the video, followed by any GTA related news content of the past week for the second part of this video. Now before I even continue, I'd like to let you know right now, do not touch any arcade property, do not even touch the Diamond Casino Heist, do not touch anything arcade related or Diamond Casino Heist anytime soon, and I will tell you why very shortly. But first, if you guys do enjoy videos like these and you find these highly informative, especially that I try my best to inform you of anything or everything you may need or want to know, do a like, subscribe, or go the extra mile and share this with your friends. Leave a comment on the information that you have liked or disliked, whether you did or not, or regardless. But without further ado, let's go through the information that I have received. I'm willing to share to you everything, of course, that you may need or want to know, both in respect for old and new gen players. So first of all, starting off with this week's rewards, very bountiful. Jesus fucking Christ, I think this is GTA Online's record of being the ultimate laziest bonus week in the history of GTA Online's existence. I've never seen so few bonuses, especially since making videos like these since the Diamond Casino Heist DLC back in February 2020. And I've already been doing videos like these for a while now. Jesus. I don't even think I want to read anything through that. It's just that's it. Anyways, discounts. Wow, that's a lot of discounts. Holy shit, they care more about discounts than rewards. That's great. Anyways, we got weapon discount, numerous vehicle discounts, including vehicles removed from in-game websites, as well as a property discount on the agency. Moving on, though, through that, we have vehicle showcases featuring, of course, a Drift Tampa for the spin of the wheel podium vehicle. The prize ride vehicle this week is a Comet Safari, which you have to place top 1 in 5 races in the Let's Car Meet series. This week's test rides, when you go underground, features the Comet SR, Cheetah, and Torero. Pretty cool vehicles, honestly, including the Torero and the Comet SR. How Special Works test ride for new gen players features, boring, a Sentinel XS. I feel bad for you guys. Luxury Autos vehicles this week features Impaler LX and Dominator GT. Two very cool vehicles, though I have more respect for the Impaler LX, primarily because it's an old classics. And finally, this week's Simeon showroom vehicles. 5 vehicles removed from in-game websites, the Michelli GT being the only one on discount this week, but regardless, it also features the GT500, Seminole Frontier, Comet, and Akuma. We also have this week's weekly challenges featuring the premium race of Downtown Underground, this week's Town Show on Elysian Island, this week's New Gen Town Show for New Gen players in North Chumash, and this week's weekly challenge is to complete the Data Leaks finale, Don't Fuck with Dre. Yeah, don't fuck with him. And this week's Salvage Yard robbery vehicles features the Neon with the Duggan robbery, the Sterling GT with the McTony robbery, and the Ellie with the Gangbanger robbery. And that's almost generally it that I have found from Discord's Discord server for GTA Online, at least the main one anyways. For those who want to check that out, go over right ahead, check that out. I still would like to inform you guys who don't have Discord, you know, whoever wants to know what's new in GTA Online as of this week. But the reason why I tell you, do not even touch an arcade property, let alone the Diamond Casino Heist, especially as of yesterday afternoon, which I had absolutely no time to make a video on, unfortunately, because I had a severe thunderstorm watch. There was even tornado warnings north of me with supercells that were being developed. Very strong cells. I do not know if it had a tornado confirmed touchdown though, but I care more about my safety. But the difference is, between my safety and Rockstar, I care about my safety. Rockstar doesn't give a flying fuck about the player's safety, especially for PC, and leaves us all abandoned, especially after throwing in numerous bugs themselves into the Diamond Casino Heist, especially since it was the first heist that was released in the game that finally started paying players substantial amounts. That's when Rockstar decided, no, we have to make the heist harder by adding bugs to ensure they lose as much profit as possible so that they continue playing our game or have to resort to shark cards, showing or expressing their money-hungry greed. But especially for PC players, there is a new exploit now that these bugs that Rockstar has released for the Diamond Casino Heist may have counteracted against each other, causing catastrophic failures, which is very much not pleasing. And so really what Rockstar has done as a temporary precaution before they find a permanent fix is that, especially for PC players, I like to remind you again, they will not be able to access Casino Heist or set up the arcade property until a permanent fix is in place, which may take place in 3 months from now, considering Rockstar has to scan through hundreds of their codes to be able to try and figure out which one they have to maneuver and manipulate to ensure that they can fix the game, but also ensure that they can still keep the bug in place. So it's gonna be like Microsoft Paint 3D trying to divide by 0. Regardless though, I still like to let you guys know, be careful and be aware of what you're doing, especially that someone has told me, or generally mentioned recently, that this exploit, what it could do if you've tried doing a casino heist anytime since yesterday afternoon up until now, or even sub the arcade property, is that it could automatically flag your character as a bad sport and send you to bad sport only lobbies. It could wipe out all of your money, all of your outfits, and it could even RP boost you to a substantial amount you would never expect in the history of your life to ever reach, up to like level 6,000 plus if it wanted to, and that's because of a severe outbreak of the plague that Rockstar has ignored, that's been being dormant in the back of their game until it finally took effect to this day, when something else Rockstar tried doing as a background update has finally backfired on them, and now they don't know what the fuck to do with their life. So that's really the big news that I have for you guys in this video. Now let's go through the weekly update as quickly as possible, featuring this week's Drift Tampa, which is priced at $995,000, but in case you do not want to purchase it, you can try your best to win it this week, which, by the way, I am thinking this week may last until Monday of the week after, considering that's when GTA Plus may end. I don't think Rockstar's going to make a 5-day weekly update, but I'll still keep in touch with you as of Thursday evening next week. So in the best case scenario, you guys will have plenty of time to win this thing in case you're interested in winning a Drift Mustang, which is actually pretty sick. I respect that. Moving on to the prize draw this week, featuring the Pfister Comet Safari, in which to win this vehicle for some odd reason, you have to place top 1 in 5 races in an LS Car Meet series. But I guess it doesn't mean 5 races in like 3 days in a row or something. I guess it's reasonable enough, maybe. Just why would it have to be top 1? Can't you just put top 3 maybe? Regardless though, moving on, this week's weekly challenge is to complete Don't Fuck With Dre. Nice. This week's Simeon Vehicles features the Lampadati Michele GT, a vehicle now available from in-game websites worth $754,380. We also have the Grotti GT500, a pretty cool slick looking vehicle, honestly not gonna lie, it's worth $809,510. We also have the Canis Seminole Frontier worth $700,800. And we also have the Pfister Comet. Don't worry if you cannot get this vehicle this week, you could always own an auto shop, and every once in a while a customer may bring in a vehicle that could feature a Pfister Comet, in which you can purchase from them for, well, the same price of $100,000. And finally, last and very much least, the Dinka Akuma, $9,000. All 5 vehicles now available from in-game websites, and all these prices were taken straight from the game itself. Moving on to Luxury Autos vehicles, features the Impaler LX worth $1,485,520, and finally the Dominator GT. Actually, I like the paint job on that, that's not bad. It's worth this week $2,220,080. Pretty cool, honestly. Test Track Vehicles, when you go underground, features the Pegassi Torero, which is actually a pretty cool vehicle. Even Digital Car Addict was wondering to himself, why did Rockstar decide to remove this vehicle? And the obvious reason that I can come up with is because Rockstar is a fucking dumb. Because Rockstar Games is a money-hungry, greedy piece of absolute dog shit. Because I'm pretty sure one of these vehicles, including this one, is favored in players', let's say, bounties, so as, you know, personal vehicles they would probably like to drive around or keep for storage and just save as memorabilia. And so Rockstar probably took that into consideration and decided to put this vehicle behind paywalls, so that if you ever don't have any money and this vehicle comes out temporarily for a limited time, well, go buy a shark card, because Rockstar. Moving on to other vehicles now available from in-game websites, we have the Grotti Cheetah that's now available, which is worth $390,000 on discount this week. Mind you, the Torero is also on discount for $590,800. And we have the Pfister Comet SR, which is worth almost 7 times more than the Pfister Comet originally. Or the original version, whatever you want to call it, fine. That's also a vehicle not available from in-game websites anymore, and it is worth $687,000 on discount this week as well. Moving on to vehicle robberies, we have the Fister Neon for the Duggan robbery, the Sterling GT with the McTony robbery, and the Ellie with the Gangbanger robbery. None of these vehicles can be claimed this week, which is grateful enough for PC players because we already have 4 vehicles that we're able to claim, and Rockstar still has not fixed the license plate issue. Just expressing how much Rockstar really is lazy and just cares more about your money. And speak about being lazy, Rockstar hasn't even mentioned a single hint about any of these vehicles on their newswire, so let's move on to this week's very bountiful rewards. We've got double money on all data leaks when you help Franklin solve the case of Dr. Dre's stolen cell phone. I believe this final mission that pays you $1 million may give you double money, so you can also get $2 million probably, though I would not like to get my hopes up too high, but still, if it ever comes to that point, you guys, for all of you, can make $2 million just for retrieving Dr. Dre's phone. Nice. And of course, it will land you a bonus $100,000 because of the weekly challenge. Moving on to getting double money in RP on short trips, which is, by the way, quadruple rewards for new gen players who have specifically subscribed to GTA Plus. Totally not worth it, but still, if you really want bonus rewards, whatever, I can't stop you. It's your money being wasted into anything worse than even setting your money on fire. Still, I would much rather do that than give it to Rockstar at this point. And we also have double rewards on Sumo Remix adversary modes. And here are the continuing GTA Plus rewards for everyone. Well, actually, who on new gen console, whoever subscribed to it. Anyways, rewards that I would like to go through once again. We still have continuing community series jobs on double rewards featuring the stunt races, the Octagon and Dirt Track Date, as well as PGP Noodle Cup and Triple Barrel, all double rewards for this continuing week. We also have these death matches, DR3X Pulse Point and Max Payne 3, the Eden, as well as What You Doing With My Head, still on double rewards for this continuing week. And we also have this One King of the Hill mode, which is DR3X Pulse Point on double rewards for this community series tab, continuing through this week. Now, beyond having double rewards on all data leak missions, we have double rewards on short trip missions, as well as all Sumo Remix adversary modes this week. And that's it. Absolutely boring. This week's discounts features numerous vehicle discounts, which I'd personally recommend to you as best as you could to purchase a Dominator GTX, Torero, Comet SR, or even the Tahoma Coupe for those who haven't gotten it for free back when they've temporarily released it for free after completing the Elite Challenge for the community challenge that Rockstar has done, like back in, what, a couple months ago maybe? I don't know, back in September, October. Still, unless I might be confusing for another challenge, but still, this vehicle was given for free for players, for all players rather, because we beat the challenge by a long shot. And for those who didn't get the vehicle for free, well, it's 40% off this week, and it's a pretty cool car. It's classic. So anyways, I recommend these 4 vehicles. I don't really recommend the agency property because I haven't purchased it myself. I'm not interested anyways. But still, that's not important. What's more important is continuing through this video, where this week's gun van inventory and discounts features the compact EMP launcher, the Widowmaker, the pump shotgun, pool cue, tear gas, pipe bombs, sticky bombs, and the worst purchase of all GTA Online history, body armor. For all players, we also have 40% off the double barrel shotgun, and for new gen players who specifically want Rockstar to give us the least of the best of expectations for this summer's DLC, you guys, thank you very much for motivating Rockstar into not giving us quality content as we wish. You guys can get 30% off the Tactical SMG. How amazing do you feel now? Vehicle discounts now available from in-game websites features the Lampadai Michelli GT, that's 40% off at $754,380. We also have 40% off the Pegassi Torero at $598,800. We also have the Grotti Cheetah at 40% off at $390K. And we have 40% off the Fister Comet SR at $687K. Property discount. We have a discount on all agencies, where the most expensive one is on the top right as I've numbered with number 1, and the least expensive is, well, at the somewhat bottom left, I guess, on the right side of the bottom left. Anyways, that's the cheapest one. For those who are interested to purchase that, go right ahead, but still, all properties are 30% off regardless, and assuming you wish to purchase the most expensive agency as well as all of its renovations and modifications, which is also 30% off, you can spend up to $3.3 million this week. Other vehicle discounts features the Classic Broadway at $555K this week. We also have a discount on the Taxi that is worth $390K or $292,500, assuming you've gotten a trade price for it this week. We also have the Karen Hot Ring Everyone that's worth $1 million or $805,500 on trade price, and the Class Tahoma Coupe that's worth $900,000. I'm still confused why they call it the Tahoma Coupe. They should have really called it the Majestic. It would have made so much more sense, especially copying from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas' Majestic. That was such an amazing looking vehicle that I always wished to drive in that game. Why would Rockstar do that to us? Other vehicle discounts features the VAP Dominator GTX, now worth $435,000, and the Class Hot Ring Saber, now worth $498,000 or the trade price of $373,500. We also have a discount, finally, last and very much least, the Zirconium Journey 2 and the BF Surfer Custom, each worth $474,000 or the trade price of $355,500 or $354,000 and the trade price of $265,500 respectively. Time trials for all players features a time trial at Elysian Island, and for new gen players you have a time trial at North Chumash, and that's generally all the new things that we have in GT Online as of this week. And if you guys have found this video informative up until now and you wish to stay tuned for more content like this every Thursday evening, do leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content like this, or even leave a like or share with your friends, or leave a comment on what you liked or disliked about the information you've received if you're ever interested, to let me know on, well, how you cared much about the few bonuses we got this week. Very bountiful. But still, without further ado, let me go through this week's news topics that I find will be very important for all of you to know. So the first topic I'd like to bring up, a very general basis. Someone has interviewed Laszlo Jones about his demented ad agency Rockstar days and continuing to work with his longtime collaborator Dan Houser on new multimedia universes. He is really pleased with how this one came out, in which, of course, GTA's Laszlo and Dan Houser imagine a future without Rockstar, which seems to mean that they might be happier on their own now that they don't have the targets on their backs for being employees responsible for a company that likes to steal money from their players by underperforming, well, security measures, especially for PC players like I've mentioned earlier. I'm proud of them. They really should have moved on. I'm proud of them, honestly. Anyways, other news. Rockstar Games have closed a real page that they have made of LiveInvader that you could have visited after over 10 years. Yeah, this seemed to be more like a Facebook, let's say, parody that Rockstar has done, but they finally shut down the entire page, which I guess I didn't even know this existed, honestly, but that's quite unfortunate. You really can't keep in contact with anyone on that website anymore. I guess Rockstar felt like it was just not necessary for them. Maybe it costed too much to maintain, so I guess they finally just shut it down because, you know, they want to cut budget costs, maybe. I don't know. Still, Rip LiveInvader real site. I didn't even know that was a real thing. I didn't even think that was a thing Rockstar actually did. But still, Red Dead Redemption 2 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I don't know if it's available on S either, but while we wait for an official release, what we would be expecting in terms of performance and quality mode, someone, I guess, has made a YouTube video on all of this, so if you guys are interested, do check it out. You can find it after going on Google search and typing Teds2 Twitter, and you'll find it after scrolling down just for a little bit, especially if you do it this week. Moving on, this person has stated Xbox Series X digital announced for this holiday. Ooh. Dang, look at that. In which, yeah, Xbox has shared, once again, the games. Where Xbox has, I guess, featured these showcase games of 2024, including Diablo 4, goddamn hell yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I think that says, Flight Simulator 2024, World of Warcraft, I guess, Dragon Age, that's quite a... Interesting. Fallout 76. If you guys are interested to see all this, go right ahead. They even have Fable. But yeah, Diablo 4 catches my interest for sure. I'm okay with the Diablo series. I'm happy with it. Anyways, here are the games that's featured by Xbox, in which Tez2 has made a comment on this, stating Xbox actually cooked. Hell yeah, they did. Moving on. This person stated, breaking news, it looks like Red Dead Redemption's PC port codenamed Simla was added to the Epic Games Store backend in February 2024. It's happening, everyone. I don't know what's happening, but still. Oh, I guess there's going to be a creation date and update, I guess, which is interesting that it was last edited on June 11th. That's nice. Still, moving on, this person has stated, download size revealed for RDR for PC due to a major Epic Games DB leak worth 9.17 gigs. Jesus. That's wow. Oh my gosh, bad news. Take-Two now owns Gearbox Entertainment, the developers behind the Borderlands games. Oh gosh. Oh no. Now every time someone's gonna speak about Claptrap, Take-Two's gonna slap the freaking faces in your face and say, copyright infringement, we're Take-Two, give me your money, cause we expect to make money. Oh, fucking Take-Two. Oh, honestly, you guys are ridiculous. Well, congratulations to them, I guess. Whatever floats their boat. Anyways, big news. Tez2 has stated there was a background update done, well, yesterday, June 13th, around the morning time, stating casino heist planning has been temporarily disabled on PC to address a critical exploit. In which Rockstar Support has stated, we have identified a vulnerability with GTA Online on PC and made a temporary change to protect players. More information available here. Look, when I read that on the Rockstar Support on Twitter, I was so close to commenting under their tweet saying, we have identified a vulnerability, but please do send us a copy of your MSInfo32 or DXDiag file so we can investigate our issue further. Because that's what Rockstar Support does. They just care about seeing your DXDiag MSInfo and don't really care to help you. I was so close to tweet at you. Don't understand how tempted I was. You don't understand. And the only reason you'd understand is if you're like me, who has been through Rockstar Support's bullshit more than once. To understand that all they care about is, please give us some info of your DXDiag and MSInfo32 to continue our investigation further. It was burning in my veins to type it out and send it, but I held back. I'm so close to doing that though. I swear I'm so close to doing it. You won't believe. Anyways, person stated right here, Rockstar did a heist on their own players 1 year ago today by removing nearly 200 vehicles from GTA Online in-game websites. It's already been a year and Rockstar still has not backed out on that idea that players have been stating in their feedback pages, I'm assuming, but of course Rockstar doesn't give a fuck because that's Rockstar. So yeah, this person even made a comment saying, well, Rockstar did this shortly after their account got reset due to corruption. It was what killed the game for them. They have planned to rebuild their account, but due to the KO Paragon nerf and the difficulty made to buy so many cars they loved, they decided to quit the game. And yeah, I totally agree with their decision. Rockstar Games is a fat fucking floppy suck a dick fucking give us your money freaking company. Why the hell would they even come up with the idea to do that? Absolute garbage, man. It's sad that they did that. I'm still against their decision and I still keep trying to write in their feedback saying bring back our vehicles. But like Rockstar says, we care about the feedback you guys are giving us. No, they don't. They don't even listen to that. Typical Rockstar Games. They're just lying to us and bullshitting. So every time Rockstar says, we listen to the player feedback and this is what we're doing, bullshit. They don't listen to the player feedback. Anyways, that's all I really have for news off of Twitter. So now, let me move through Rockstar's newswire, where generally Rockstar has stated, circle local records on Apple Music. They have made quite a little bit of text on this for those who are interested to have a little practice on reading, especially if you're a typical GTA Online player who hasn't even touched grass since 2013. Well, here you go. Here's a bit of reading for you guys to do, and go practice your reading. Anyways, moving on to Rockstar's official newswire for this week's new weekly update content. For anything that I haven't mentioned yet, Rockstar has stated you can solve the data leaks and embark on short trips to earn double money in RP, plus wrestle your way to the safe zone with double rewards on Sumo Remix, and more. where beyond everything that I've mentioned, the only thing that I'm missing to tell you guys, especially for new gen players out there on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, is to showcase to you this week's premium test ride that HAL decided it needed more horsepower, which is of course the Ubermacht Sentinel XS, and here is a featured image of this vehicle. And that's generally all the news that I have for you for this video. So, in the end, I hope you guys did find this highly informative, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe, and go the extra mile if you wish, and share with your friends, leave a comment on the information you've liked or disliked. If you're interested, if you found it highly informative, I would definitely be appreciated. I hope I've done my best. And yeah, I know this video may have been a little late, but unfortunately yesterday afternoon till yesterday evening, throughout overnight, I was getting thunderstorm warnings every couple moments, so I just want to take care of my safety, which Rockstar obviously would never care about because they just want your money. And yeah, of course this video may have been late, but I hope it's still worth it to you guys, whoever is coming across this video, especially for the first time. So thank you, hopefully you guys did find this informative, and once again, don't touch the arcade or diamond casino heist related content, because of course, like I've stated, there's a major game breaking exploit going on that even someone has stated could potentially hack your computer. Potentially. But I'm not sure about that. That may have been extra information that I did not want to believe. Anyways, good luck out there.